I thought it was going to take so long, maybe some years down the line, but Kemi Badenoch has met her Waterloo just a few days after her infamous declaration of what the agenda of the Conservative Party would be under her watch if they should get to power. And that was exactly what she rolled out when 2 weeks ago she blocked UK immigrants with some tough policies. And I came out with a video. Kemi Badenoch gives UK immigrants the bad knock. Badenoch. Kemi Badenoch gives UK immigrants the bad knock. Blocks immigrants pathway to citizenship and passport. You can check out that video in my channel if you ask Jimmy. Now, the UK Prime Minister came out just a few days after she gave that infamous speech, and hear what Kier, Starmer, the current UK Prime Minister, said.
I'm going to have to let the Leader of the Opposition down gently. She didn't feature in my thinking at all. I was so busy over the weekend I didn't even see her proposal. I think she's appointed herself, I think, saviour of the Western civilization. It's a desperate search for relevance.
We're going to have to let the Leader of the Opposition down gently. She didn't feature in my thinking at all. I was so busy over the weekend, I didn't even see her proposal. She's appointed herself, I think, saviour of the Western civilization. What manner of blow? What more insult could anyone receive? Can you hear how he went about it? He said, we're going to have to let the Leader of the Opposition down gently. Meaning, let's just give her a public embarrassment in a mild way. Let's just shame her in a mild way. Let's reply her, let's respond. Let's show her how, how idiotic or nonsensical her content was when she came out the last time. Exactly what the British Prime Minister was saying in a very, in a toned down way. He says, we're going to let her down a little, gently. Guys, 2 weeks ago, welcome to If You Ask Jimmy. If you're yet to subscribe, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Click that subscribe button, click the notification bell, and also like this video so that anytime I upload my videos, YouTube will notify you. I'm really very excited to do this video for a reason, because I had thought that it's going to take years before my prophecy, before my prediction comes to pass. When I made that video, Kemi Badenoch gives immigrants a bad knock, I broke down in that video how Kemi's proposal was just playing to the gallery, how she was acting holier than thou, how she was being more Catholic than the Pope. If you go through that video, you will see exactly the way I said it there, exactly what I'm saying. She's holier than thou, she's behaving holier than thou, she's being more Catholic than the Pope, she's being more Muslim than the Sultan. Hear the remark of Kier, Starmer. He took her to the cleaners and buried her career up front. I was saying in that my video how overzealous, how overreaching, how overambitious Kemi's what she said her party was going to do, her party policies were. Ambition is good, but overambition is something else. We know their kind, we know their type. You see, if you are someone who could read between the lines, you will see through Kemi's shenanigans. Just read between the lines. Because the moment she was appointed the leader of the Conservative Party in UK, she just became Nigeria public enemy number one. She started talking down on our country. She talked down on our origin. She talked down on anything black. She talked down on immigrants. This lady, her name is Olukemi Olufunto Adegoke. If it wasn't that she got married to a British whose name is Badenock, all her names are pure Yoruba names. She is a pure Yoruba girl. And mind you, she was not raised in Britain 100%. She was born in Britain. The parents took her back to Nigeria. She was raised in Nigeria. And she went back around her teenage years to the UK. And she was just telling a lot of lies. In the first place, she's so insincere. She was very hyperbolic. She exaggerated almost everything, took our experience in Nigeria out of context, blowed it. No. She has a right to our experience. She blew all she said in public out of proportion. And it looks like the only strategy she had in her arsenal was to talk down on black people, to talk down on Nigeria, to take Nigeria to the cleaners, and to badmouth and blame shame the country and all her people. She went as far as insulting the vice president of Nigeria when that one tried to, even in some temperate language, call her to order. And you see, I saw people who are hailers, who were hailing her, Nigerians. You know, some people take delight. They are very, very, very big on talking down on Nigeria. They get animated. They get a kind of impassioned whenever people are talking down Nigeria, whenever negative things happen in Nigeria. Now, all of you that fall in that category, you haters of your country of origin, you haters of your country of origin, you haters of Nigeria, you are not just haters of Nigeria, you are haters of yourself. Yes. All of you were up in arms defending the indefensible because you never see anything. It's very hard to see anything that is encouraging Nigeria, but you never envisage anything good for Nigeria. You all can see now. You can all see. It didn't even take the next election for someone to put her in her place. I'm saying Nigeria, she was talking about Nigeria, all the immigration policies were targeted at of course, it is going to be global. Anyone that wants to come to UK. But I'm talking about Nigeria because she comes from Nigeria. She talked down on us, and she wanted to trash step on us. She wanted to use that kind of derogatory remarks about Nigeria continuously in the global press. She granted many interviews. She didn't have any topic. Ask her the agenda. Everything she will be saying will be about how terrible Nigeria was when she was growing up. She wanted to trash step on Nigeria, to use that to spring to the position of Prime Minister, and she wanted to continually use Nigeria, trample upon Nigeria, to gain the approval of her paymasters. Now, you can see how that backfired so soon. It's just a couple of days because the Prime Minister Starmer said that he was busy, he didn't even notice what she said. And the moment he noticed it, he came out to debunk it and to humiliate her, to ridicule her, to give her a public embarrassment. What Kemi was planning for immigrants in the future was dead on arrival. It was dead before it took off. She shot herself in the leg. And mind you, she may never get that position. She was saying in that her speech that Britain is not our home. No, Britain is our home. It's not a hotel. She wants to reduce immigration, and all of those things. First and foremost, things that used to take a few years will be taking longer years. She said that if anyone wants to stay in UK permanently or apply for indefinite leave to remain, they need to the time they will need to apply will increase from 5 to 10 years. And 2, they will have to be a net contributor. They will have to earn enough salary if they want to bring family members, and that if they have a criminal record, they are banned. If they are claimed benefits, they can't even apply. And the time it will take before they can apply for British passport will go from 12 months to 5 years, meaning it will take minimum of 15 years for anyone to start an application. That was what Kemi came for. That was what she stood for. But look at what the current Prime Minister said. And I don't think there's any more insult than that. We are going to have to let Kemi Badenoch, because she's the leader of the opposition, we're going to have to let Kemi Badenoch down. Why? He said, I was so busy over the weekend, I didn't even see her proposal. Look at the insult. In plain sight, in plain words, she appointed herself, I think, savior of Western civilization, in quotes. She appointed herself, I think, savior of the Western civilization. What Prime Minister Starmer was saying in that speech was just that. Look at her. She's crying more than the bereaved. She's behaving holier than the Pope. She's behaving more Catholic than the Pope. She's a black woman. She comes from wherever black country, and she's appointing herself savior of Western civilization. What does that mean? Because in Kemi's own eyes, what she would probably was trying to do was to stop as many people as possible from migrating to the UK or getting their document regularized within the UK, as if she is the savior of Western civilization, as if by doing that she's protecting Britain, she's protecting UK, she's protecting all those countries that come together to form the United Kingdom. She's protecting, look at it in plain words, Western civilization, as if, you know, Western civilization is something that has been for centuries. And this person comes from nowhere, and with her utterances and actions, her public conduct and her body language, she is look at that, she's appointed herself, look at that, she has appointed herself savior of Western civilization. What he's saying is that, look, sorry, we don't need you, we don't need your input, we don't need you to come and save Western civilization. We don't appreciate what you are standing for, what you stand for, you and your party, what you are trying to do. We don't dig you, we don't dig it. You can go to hell, you can go to places. She has appointed herself. That is the most infamous part of that speech. Very negative. She has appointed herself. She's taking it upon herself. What right does she have? What audacity does she have? Who is she? Kemi, you have been asked by your Prime Minister, and I think it's time you answer that question. Who are you? Who are you to think? Look at what the Prime Minister said. He said she has appointed herself, I think. Now I'm asking you, Kemi, Starmer is asking you, who are you to think that you are the savior of Western civilization? That, what the heck, of all things, what audacity, what an affront. Wow, that is really tough. I knew somewhere along the line, and I said it, I predicted it perfectly, accurately in that video. Go and check it again. Go just Google it. You just go into my YouTube channel and see where I put that where I uploaded that video. That Kemi Badenoch gives UK immigrants the Badenock, block immigrants pathway to citizenship. This is the same way I predicted 2 weeks ago also. It was 4 days before Valentine, 4 days before Valentine Day, on the 10th of February, when I was telling President Tinubu, the video is titled, "What is President Tinubu doing?" I have episode 1 and episode 2, part 1 and part 2. I said, is this administration or confusion or something like that? I said, what is President Bola Tinubu's team doing? Check out with the title, What is President Tinubu Doing? In that video, I alerted President Tinubu. I was saying that the security situation in Nigeria is not rocket science. That why is it that it seems so intractable for the government to stop the insurgency and to work to resolve the security crisis, the insecurity in Nigeria. And I said that everything the government needs to know is in public domain. That the army generals have come to talk about it years ago. They have come to TV. They have to Arise. They have come to channels. They have come to TVC. They have come to the big, media houses in Nigeria, even on the pages of newspapers. And that if president looks at it very well, that we can trace the hand of foreign mercenaries, foreign, hands, powers that be. There are some powers that have their hands in the stability in Nigeria. I said it. It's in that video, part 2. What is President Tinubu doing? Part 2. I think 22nd minute to 24th minute. 100%. And you know what happened? Few days later, about 3 to 4 days later, a U.S. congressman came to expose what the United States Agency for International Development, what according to him allegedly is doing in many parts of the world, in Afghanistan, in other places, and he mentioned specifically Boko Haram, Nigeria. What I said 4 days earlier, funny enough, what I said few days ago is also being confirmed. And that's why we said, when you go look into my channel, I had an intro video where I explained my mission and my vision. That it is just to contribute to, I'm an independent commentator. We are in this space for a reason, so that we can redirect conversation and people will not swallow some kind of content they are finding out there, line, hook, and sinker. Anybody that watches Kemi's conduct and her body language, you wonder to what end? What does she stand to gain? What's going to be her achievement? I don't need to be in UK. I'm in the US, and I'm fully American. I'm fully Nigerian, so I don't have a problem of I don't need Kemi's help. I don't need Britain's help. But Britain can even have. UK can have any policy that suits them, that sails their ship, that flies their boat. But the way Kemi went about, attacking Nigeria was what gave me concern. Because we are not the way she's portraying us. She's almost even saying as if we have tails and we are still living on trees. To what end? What does she stand to gain? And now it has backfired on her. She shot herself in the leg. And I'm very, very excited. I'm very, very pleased and impressed that she has been cut to size. She didn't even move far. It's not 2 years after. It's not 3, 4, 5 years. God, I told her in that video, go and watch that video, that she's just playing to the gallery. What happened to Margaret Thatcher? She can be removed at any time, even as a prime minister. What happened to Sunak? He was removed. He was impeached. Look at what exactly is Kemi going to achieve. Is he going to be stronger than Margaret Thatcher? And UK is still standing today. Yes, UK has a right. No country needs to just throw their borders open. Every country needs to have checks. You can see what President Trump is doing here, returning people, deporting them. I did a video on that as well. You can check it in my channel. That President Trump, the United States, deports 3,690 Nigerians. You will see it. I think I uploaded it around 2 weeks ago as well. Guys, that's what I see. I just wanted to bring to your attention the overzealousness. the overreaching attitude, the playing to the gallery, the shenanigan of Kemi Badenoch and her BS has been treated by Kier, Starmer, that she appointed herself as savior of Western civilization, which is the worst insult anybody can receive and the worst that could have ever happened to her, in her political career. Long live United States of America. Long live United Kingdom. We can do without people who are so fake and so unreal and so whatever, like Kemi. Thank you. Thank you for subscribing. Please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell and click the like button. And I'll see you on the next one.